So yeah, let's welcome. So basically, in this wonderful reading that I'm going to do, it's going to be for individual reading, and this individual reading is going to go for Sagittarius, and this can be for Sagittarius. It's going to be I'll be doing reading for Sagittarius for January 19th to January 20th of 2026. So in this one for reading for you, Sagittarius, I understand what's going on in this reading. I know that you might be emphasize what's going on, but you need to understand about how it's going to be in that way, whether you're going to see it as a wonderful feeling, you're going to backtrack of how you're feeling, and using your emotions, your feelings, your wants, your abilities to understand from that, because this is how it goes. You have to understand that. You have to reconsider. You have to do the right thing rather than doing the wrong thing. So you understand what's going on, Sagittarius, and you have to believe in order to do that. In that what you're going to do, and you have to understand that, and you have to have your own way to understand that. That's how it goes, and you have to believe it. You have to know what's right, what's wrong, that's how it goes, right? So this is how it goes. So this oracle card, it says failure. I understand that mistake is only an opportunity to learn. That's how it goes, and we all make mistakes. We always make mistakes whenever we are young, we're old, or when we are elderly. It always reminds us that when we have a failure and when we make a mistake, we have to learn from it. That's how it goes, right? So you understand what's going on, Sagittarius. I know how things are, but you understand how it is in that way. Whether you have to believe it, you have to understand it, you have to recommend, and that's how it goes. You have to understand what's going on that way. Whether you have to believe in order to do that, that's how it goes in that way. Whether you understand that in that how it goes in that way, right? So that's how it goes. So the way how this is, I'm gonna figure out what's going on. We're going to see what's going on in this whole entire opportunity, and this is how it is in that way, because this is how it is in that way, and we have to do that, right? That's how it goes. So we're going to figure out what's happening in this whole entire reading, and this is how it is in that way, whether you understand it, whether you're going to understand of how it goes in that way, whether you're going to believe in how it is, because that's how it seems to be, and that's how it goes in that way, right? So that's what it seems to be, but that's how it goes. So here we go. So in this wonderful reading here, for Sagittarius, the King wants is upright. This represents Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It does represent where you're going to have leadership. That's how it goes. Some Pentacles here, you already have a career because you're focusing on it. Nine of Swords here, there's no drama because that's the main thing. High Priestess upright, you're using your inner voice. The Devil is upright, there's obsessions, addictions, that's how it goes. And Two Wands for yours, there's no plan because you're not planning on anything, alright? That's how it goes. But you understand what's happening this way, whether you have to make it as fulfilling. You have to know what's right, you know what's going to be, and that's how it goes. You have to see it as a wonderful way of what to do. So I'm going to clarify. The Nine of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Seven Pentacles. Ace Pentacles here, so there's no prosperity of money. The Chariot is right, there's progress. Empress are right, there's nourishment. Obviously there is. So you want to be nourished as it goes along, because that's what it seems to be. The Ace Pentacles, let me clarify that. Four Swords first, you're not having rest. That's how it goes. So let me clarify that, please. 6 Wands here, there's no celebration. 3 Pentacles here, there's no excitement. King Wands here, there's no leadership. Hermit here, there's no solitude. High Priest here, there's no inner voice. 2 Wands here, which path you're going to take. 6 Swords here, there's movement. Yeah, there is, because that's how it goes. And when you have your own movement, you know what it is. So you might be doing another Gemini recurs in that way because you focus on that. You focus about the here and now of this monetary equation because that's how it goes. Let's read this High Priestess, the 2 Wands, and this Devil card. 5 Wands is over, there's chaos. 9 Pentacles here, so you're feeling uncomfortable. Queen of Swords over, there's movement. 5 Swords here, there's no conflict. 6 Wands here, there's no kindness. The Wheel of Fortune here, you're having bad luck. And the World is over, there's completion. Yeah, because everything's completed. Yes, it is. So I don't know why you're feeling uncomfortable, but let me clarify that card. King of Pentacles, sorry, you want wealth. King of Pentacles, sorry, you want prosperity. Now, sorry, there's drama. Obviously, there is, because you're thinking to yourself, it's like, why would I need this? Why would I have to understand that, right? That's how it goes. And in theory, it's based on it. It's based on how you're feeling in that way, whether you think about it, you think about your own standings, whether you figure it out, right? So you might be doing it in a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you might do it in a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There are things that you need to learn in order to do that, because you focus on that. You focus about the near and far of this monetary equation. It's the way of how you can do it, Sagittarius, and you have to know what's right, what's wrong. But the way how it is, you have to know what's going on in that way. You have to know about it, because that's how it goes. You focus on what you're feeling in that way, whether you're focusing on that. So let me clarify. So let me go from the middle to the left, middle to the right. Stars are right, there's inspiration. Moons are right, there's some expectations. Just yours, you're not telling the truth. Queen Pentacles, yours, there's no prosperity. King Cups, yours, there's no support. Strength of yours, there's no bravery. Yeah, because you're being scared. So let me clarify that strength card. Five Cups, yours, there's no grief. Queen Cups, yours, there's no empathy. 3 Wands, yours, there's no communication, because you're not communicating. Right, so when you have no communication, you're cutting off the communication. What's between the middle and the right side, please? 2 Pentacles, sorry, you're balancing two things at once. Page 1 yours, there's no, invention. 4 1 sorry, you might be getting married, maybe you're single. 9 yours, there's no trauma. Those yours, there's no decisions. 2 of Cups, sorry, there's relationships and friendships. That's how it goes. So you see it as a wonderful feeling. You know what's right, you know what's wrong, you know how it is. But you understand that, right? You have to, put that foot in front of the other, right? That's how it goes. And when you do it, that's how, how it is. And when you do it, that's how it goes. What's the 3 Wands about? 6 Cups are, because you're drawn into the past. When you're drawn into the past, that's how it goes. This is like, this is how it goes, right? So let me clarify that. 6 of Cups. 7 Pentacles, yours, you already know what career you're taking. And the Sun card, your negativity, right? Because you're in negative. 8 Pentacles, yours is no perfection. 7 Swords is up, you're feeling resilience. Yeah, because that's how it goes. You're feeling what's right, what's wrong, but then it's like, that's how it goes. Whether your justice is like you're not telling the truth, you make up lies. I don't know what's going on with that, Sagittarius, but you know how it is. You understand what's right, what's wrong, but you understand how it is. You have to know what it is. This is not game theory. This is not the way how it works, right? Because you understand that. You have to believe what you're going to be doing, because that's how it goes. You need to understand that. And that's how it seems to be. So let me clarify this 2 Cups here. 10 of Swords, there's conclusion. Judgment is ever you take an action. Careers is no obsessions, addictions. 8 of Swords, is no anxiety. 10 Cups, is no delusion. 9 Wands, there's no fear. Death card is over, there's endings. Yeah, because you're focusing on Scorpio. Maybe you're focusing on it because that's how it goes. You're seeing it as a different, the way how it goes, whether you understand that, right? So you have to understand what it takes, because you believe what it is, right? That's how it goes. So let's clarify this 7 Swords here. Cards over, there's transformation. 4 Cups, you want distraction. And Page Cups, upper, you want loyalty. That's how it goes. So maybe you're focusing on another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, right? That's how it goes. You're focusing on it. You're focusing about the here and now of this monetary equation. You have to believe what's right, what's wrong, because that's how it goes in that way. You have to understand that. What this Death card is. 8 Cups, there's no entertainment. 3 Swords, there's no heartbreak. But just you want skill. Obviously there is, because you're focusing on that. You're focusing on what's happening that way, in that monetary situation. You know what it is, because in that way you feel like, okay, well, I know what's right, but I have to keep continuing with this. Yes, there is always a way, and there's always a will, there's always a way, and you understand that, right? It's the way of how it works, because that's how it seems to be. You know how it is in that way, whether you're going to make sense, and when you do, that's how it goes. You believe what's going on, because that's how it goes. You feel like as a wonderful feeling. You know what's right. You know how it is. You know what's going on. And when you do it, that's how it goes. So You have to believe that when you focus on that, you focus about that situation, but you're going to have that own time frame of knowing what to do. You know what's right. If you go to do something in the mornings, the afternoons, the evenings, you believe what's going on. You have to focus on your own routine. Because when you focus on it, you know what it is in that way. You know how it is in that way, right? So that's how it goes. So let me go to see what's going on from the middle to the right, middle to left. Eight cups here says no entertainment. Empress there, there's no nourishment. Nine of Swords here says no trauma. Just there, you want skill. Obviously there is. What's between the middle and the right side? Or middle to left side, I mean. Ace of Cups, sorry, you want prosperity, love. Judgment is sorry, you're taking action. Seven of Cups, sorry, there's a delusion. Yes, there is, right? What's in the middle of this situation? Emperor Uranus is no structure. Just Uranus is not telling the truth. Obviously, there's something that's behind it, because when you're not telling the truth, there's something wrong to this situation. So I'm going to go from one card on the left, one card in the middle, one card on the right. Nine Cups there is fulfillment. What's this just card about? Eight of Pentacles there is no perfection, and we have new beginnings. Okay, so what's going on with this Nine of Cups here? Three of Cups there, there's celebration. Hangman of Yours, there's no restrictions. Queen of Swords here, there's no independence. Two of Cups there, there's relationships. Obviously there is. So if you're not showing your independence, you're not doing it. But the way of this is, you know how it's going to comply to you as Sagittarius. You know what it is in that way, whether you understand. You focus on that. You focus what's going on that way, whether you focus on that. What's this Eight of Pentacles about? Nine of Pentacles here is no trust. Queen of Cups here is no empathy. Judgment here is no action. Two of Wands here is no planning. Page of Cups here is no loyalty. High Priestess here is no inner voice. Seven of Swords here is no deceit. The Lovers are you're making decisions. Obviously there is, because you're going to make decisions. That's what you want. Because when you make decisions, that's what you're going to do. Right, that's how it goes. What's this Eight of Wands about? Just so you're not telling the truth. Queen of Pentacles here is no stability. Page 1, sorry, there's invention. What's this justice about? Page Pentacles, sorry, there's prospects. Okay, what's in the middle? Six Cups here is no past. Three Swords here is no heartbreak. Strength here is there's bravery. Yeah, because you want to be brave. Right, that's how it goes. So when you do it, that's how it seems to be. What's this Lovers about? Empress, right, there's nourishment. Page of Swords, sorry, there's education. Yeah, because you want to get educated on it. What's this Two of Cups about? Two Swords, yours, you know which path you're going to take. Three Wands, yours, there's no communication because you're closing it off. Yeah, you're closing communication. What's this Page of Swords about? King of Pentacles, yours, there's no security. Six of Swords, there's movement. Yeah, because you're moving along with it. What's the Strength card about? Three of Pentacles, there's excitement. Seven of Cups, yours, there's no delusion. Taurus, right, there's transformation. Yeah. What's this Six of Swords about? The Fortune mirrors for having bad luck. Queen of Wands is the charisma. Five of Wands is upright. There's chaos. Yeah, there is. What's this Three of Wands about? Five of Swords is no conflict. 10 Cups reverse, there's no incomplete. There's something that was incompletion. 6 Wands there's achievement. Yeah, so you see it as when fulfilling. You know what's right. You know how it is. You know how things are, right? That's how it goes. And when you use it, that's the way it works. Because you understand that the way how this is, you know what's right. You know how it is in that way, whether you focus on that, right? So you focus about what's going on with the situation for you, Sagittarius, because you understand that, right? So if you focus the word that this word is failure, I understand that mistake is only an opportunity to learn. You basically understand that. You believe that what it is, because it's the way how it is. So you understand what's true, what's going on, and when you believe it, that's how it goes. You understand what's happening in that way. Whether you have to have your own way. This is the way how it goes. If you're having a midnight crisis, if things are not going as planned, you have to go with it. You have to go with the flow, because this is the way how it works. Do you understand that, right? So You understand what's happening in this situation, no matter how it goes, no matter how it seems to be, but that's how it goes. So I hope you all like this video. Try to understand it, try to believe it, try to understand, because that's how it seems to be. So this is how it goes. So I hope you all like this video. Try to give it a like, try to give it a comment, and pay attention, and listen. That's how it seems to be. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I will see you next time. Thank you, and thanks, and have a nice day to all. Thank you.